Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Salem Coven members who are seeing this first. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And if you haven't already connected to me over on Patreon, it's completely free to join and you'll still get some perks. I'll occasionally drop a YouTube video there early, or I'll make it previously only accessible for the Salem Coven members, accessible for everyone. If a video is ever taken down off of YouTube after it's posted, it will be available for free on Patreon, plus it's ad-free. However, if you are interested, you can join the Salem's Coven members who get early access to all my content. They're usually a few weeks ahead of YouTube, extended versions, exclusive live streams, unblurred visuals like music videos, requested live performances, interviews, things that I either can't put on YouTube or I have to blur for YouTube, more weighing on what I do next, things like that. All the information will be in the description below. Okay, so we are doing the next Tyler album, which is Call Me If You Get Lost. I did do an intro video where I did 2 songs that he was featured on. That was in the year. Thank you so much for announcing that the delivery driver was headed out. I should have thought of that. It tells me when people come in and out. And I paused it when the person came in, but I forgot that it also does it on the way out. Oops. As I was saying, in my introduction to this new era, we did 2 songs that he was featured on that was from, I believe, 2020. I'm thinking maybe it was to kind of give me an indication of where we were going. So I made some predictions in that video. We also did the teaser clip and then Brown Sugar Salmon. Now we are ready to jump into the album. So the first thing is the, what's it called? Album cover art. So it looks like it's a permanent license to travel and it's got a number. If I had to guess, I'm assuming those numbers are going to mean something. Oh, maybe just ignore me. 2021, which is when this came out, right? Oh, it's the date. If this thing would let me zoom in, that would be great. It's just hard to see it when I can't zoom in. Okay, so it's TTC, Tyler the Creator, and then, okay, I'm with you. I was like, if I know it's gonna be Tyler the Creator, it's gonna mean, it's the date. It's quite literally the date. Okay. I asked in the last video if Sir Baudelaire, I wondered if he was going to have a persona first name as well, but it looks like it's just Tyler Baudelaire. And then birth, Hawthorne, California, date of issue, Call Me If You Get Lost. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay. None of the pictures I can find are very clear, but I think this says, this is to certify that the person recorded and described above is permitted to travel and explore freely unless detained by law. Important. The holder of this license wrote, composed, and arranged all the songs within this attached record unless stated otherwise. And then Tyler. Can't see exactly what's underneath his picture. Photograph of the authorized traveler, I think is what it says, but it's so blurry. So some of the pictures, it looks like it's kind of like a manila kind of color. And then on some of the pictures, it's kind of green. Maybe those are like the different variants or something. I love this cover. The fact that it's talking about traveling, maybe my predictions that maybe this is talking about where he's come from versus where he is now, enjoying the fruits of his labor. Traveling would definitely be a part of that. If I had the access to the resources that he has, I would 110% be traveling all the time. So I get that. I really love this cover. Arguably one of my favorites. Maybe it's just because I have such a deep desire to travel all the time. So it's probably that, but I love it. So really cool. I also really love his outfit. 16 tracks, 52 minutes. Without further ado, I have my tea. I have tea. I meant like Tyler, not like tea as in like drama. Okay, just literally ignore me. Wow. Yeah, that's good. What more can you ask for? All right. Let's start. I don't know what this was. I mean, I know what this is, but obvious. I need to focus. Okay. First song is Sir Baudelaire featuring DJ Drama.
The sun beaming. Y'all ready? Ayo. DJ the fuck. It's T baby. I don't think you're ready. Wolf Haley. Bunny Hop. I must say. Yo.
I was about to say, I haven't heard Bunny Hop, but now I'm having a flash. That had to have been on a live stream. And it was a live stream I'm pretty sure I was inebriated for. Because he said Bunny Hop and I laughed. That was live stream, wasn't it? It's been a bit. I don't remember. Little Bunny Hop. I love that.
Glad you found your way here. Cookie crumbs in the rolls, jet fuels in their vest, swim trunks in the trunk, Geneva water the best, the passport looking thick, the afro need a pick, my skin soak up the sun, ain't shaking hands with you bums, money hopper, the new car doors they lift open, the lake water, dry off with the French Open, I rub it in these niggas' faces like thick lotion, that big B is in motion, cold peach cobbler dough, spit like a llama dough, used to be reckless, you should see what them commas do, new LaFleur season, summertime, look like private school. Keep it low, don't want that shit to blow like Osama's shoe. I'm a true connoisseur, hotel concierge. Know me as that spaced out nigga with the chunky ears. UFC, that shit swole up. That's VVS, keep Vic safe. That's a mansion on that USB. It's T. Yeah. I hope you niggas been spending your time wisely. Call me if you get lost, baby. As you can tell, we have. This shit for the sun seekers. Got the bikes on the tarmac. Welcome to the disco. Hitting willies and shit. Call me if you get lost. Perfume on the skin. See, while y'all was in the house, we was taking Rolls Royces to go see alligators. DJ Drama, man. Traveling the world. Passport stamped up. Tyler Baudelaire, nigga.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to cut it off. I saw that it had 1 second left, and so in my head it was done, and I wanted to pause. My bad. I like how it started. Liked the sound a lot. He sounds very laid back. I really enjoyed that about the 2 songs that we did in that intro video last time. And I liked the vibes of them. I made the comment that it sounded very like luxurious, but still laid back. One of them I said I think was very hypnotic. In case you didn't watch that video, it will give you more context, but I'm just gonna lightly touch on it here. I mentioned that luxury brands, designers, that is just truly not my strong suit, and that is not meant to be a judgment. It's not my intention for that to come off as negative at all. I mean that so neutrally. I just don't have a huge skill set of knowledge when it comes to that. That's not ever been something I've been very interested in. So please forgive me, because if that vibe is throughout this album, bear with me, because I may be struggling a little bit through this. I had a hard time in the last video figuring out what was more of a slang term I wasn't familiar with and what was a brand. Granted, a lot of that is capitalized. Understand that. But sometimes you refer to things. I just don't have a lot of awareness. I enjoy clothes, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like, I like that, I wear it, but style, wouldn't classify myself as someone who has a great style. Really, arguably any style, but we can't all have a vision. Tyler has a vision. I do not have that vision. That said, I do love the passport looking thick. It sounds like to me, he is just kind of laying back and having fruits of his labor. I mean, if you have the resources to travel, my gosh, travel. There's very little things I love more in this world than to travel to new places. Just let me wander. Let me wander about. Put me in a random museum. It didn't even have to be anything specific. Or drop me in an old library. Heck, just let me wander the streets and look at architecture. That peak for me, okay? I love that. I can just wander around anywhere with some history and some culture. Sign me up. It is a really interesting juxtaposition to Igor. And not that I expected him to do the same thing. I never expect that from Tyler, but it is really interesting. Also very interested in this kind of the sweets kind of thing. Cookie crumbs. And then later on, it's the coral peach cobbler. I love that. Random? Maybe it's not random and I just don't realize, but I think one of my favorite lines, though, is spitting like llamas do. I love that line. Used to be reckless. You should see what them commas do. Kind of, again, talking back about come up, and I kind of wondered in my previous video if there was going to be some reflection and, maybe some where I was to where I am today kind of energy. And at least from this intro, it seems like that might not have been far off. I love the lake water dry off at the French Open. I mean, the new LaFleur season, summertime, it looked like private school. That kind of brings in, like I said, I'm sure there's a better word for it, but kind of like that preppier look, that academia look, that aesthetic makes sense. And knowing that that was maybe what his LaFleur line was kind of looking like at that point, or, I mean, I haven't really looked heavily into it, so it may always look like that, but I'm a true connoisseur. Hotel Concierge knows me as the spaced out with the chunky ears. I didn't really catch it until I'm sitting here reading this, but that's a mansion on that USB. I don't know what other people call it. Like Taylor, we refer to it as like the vault. So it's unreleased or whatever current project, all that kind of stuff. I love that. That's a mansion on that USB. I'm assuming that's what it means. You could make a case for things like dirt on other people or, you know, dirt on yourself. Like, I don't know. But I feel like it's talking about like his work. But this is where we get that call me if you get lost, baby. I'm so interested to see where this goes. Okay, let's keep going. At the end of the last one, we had that phone ringing. We'll listen to that transition.
Traveling the world, passport stamped up. Tell a Baudelaire, nigga. You see, on this here stage tonight, something.
So this is Corso.
He goes by the name of the creator. You call him Tyler Baudelaire. Look, I be talking that fresh shit, I don't need gum. Cookie crumbs in the rolls, never know weed crumbs. He ain't talked to his bitch in 3 days, it ain't gotta be this way. I'm down for the threesome. I might buy a boat. Depends if Capri got space, don't really need one. I could go in the winter time, baby, I believe son. Find another nigga like me, cause I ain't seen one. Pull up in that, whatchamacallit. Played a couple demos at Madison Square Garden. And tell them motherfuckers that Sony I'm not calling. I'm plotting on a Billy Chili in my garden. Yo.
Okay, already. I be talking that fresh shit, I don't need gum. Cookie crumbs in the rolls, never no weed crumbs. Okay, again with the cookie crumbs. Okay, I'm sorry, but I love the line. He ain't talked to his bitch in 3 days. It ain't gotta be this way, I'm down for a threesome. Bars. I might buy a boat. I love that y'all had me do the songs we did in the last video because y'all know I love how things connect, and to see that, like, sounds like the boat that what was the line? Sounds like the boat that I haven't bought yet, or sounds like the boat I'm gonna buy. I don't, one of the two. Regardless, that, and then I might buy a boat. I love that that connects. And I'm really interested to see if that just keeps getting brought up. I'm also looking out for the whole like lemonade thing. I'm looking out for a lot of things. Depends if Capri got space. Don't really need one. Love it. I can go in the wintertime, baby. I bleed sun. Baby find another like me, cause I ain't seen. I love the way you said that too, cause I ain't seen one. Wait, why does that sound familiar? Sorry, I was wondering if that was a parallel to something in Igor, cause the way I said that sounded vaguely familiar. Maybe I'll think of it. Pull up in that whatchamacallit. But I loved that and tell the motherfuckers at Sony I'm not calling. I'm plotting on a Billy Chili in my garden. Garden flower boy. Okay. I'm liking the cadence. Not saying it's gonna say like this because it's Tyler, but so far this alter ego feels very, I don't know what the word would be, relaxed, confident. I don't know. It feels more a laid back way and not in a like, I'm trying to like overcompensate way, at least initially.
Alright, I admit it. We just been playing with you niggas, man. I think you need to load that second clip. Hop on, French waltz on. She said she like the voice, and I'm like, which one? I got two, hun. Look. Catch me in my other crib, that's my AKA. Hurricane, proof all the view, shit like, hey, baby. The fuzzy hat, ass got, passport got tattoo, slim nigga, big dick with a fucking gap tooth, the way he been. Call me Mr. Always with some shit you never seen. In that mansion, living single, bitch, I'm Maxine. Niggas of your standard shouldn't talk, give a fuck about your thoughts. Call me if you get lost, bitch. Okay, now you understand what we came here to do, right? Oh yeah, me, I go to the name of DJ Drama. And on my side, that's Tyler Baudelaire, a.k.a. Buddy Hop, a.k.a. the creator. Call me if you get lost, suckers. We didn't come to play with you niggas. Look, tried to take make somebody bitch cause I'm a bad person. I don't regret shit because that worth it. In the end, she picked him. I hope when they fuck in, she still thinking of me cause I'm that perfect. I'ma get that deep text when it's verse surface. Better send it to my ego cause that shit hurting. Hope y'all shit working. I'm a psycho high, I don't give a fuck. You left my heart twerking, moving, losing, grip on my doings. Eyes is crying on the jet cruising. About to spend millions just to fill voids up. Drama, I need you. Can you turn the noise up? Can you turn the noise up?
Interesting. Okay. So we're starting to kind of uncover some layers here. So with love, I mean this with love. We've got to stop getting into these love triangles. I love bunny hop. I love that that's going to be a thing. I really like that. Maybe it's just a familiarity thing though. I've talked about this before, but a whole other like niche of TikTok at one point started in like 2020 and for a couple years there. And I just didn't have the time when I moved and then just kind of fell off of it. The time didn't work out and all that stuff. And I just never really returned back from it. But my username, what I was known online at that time it had bunny at the beginning of the username. And so a lot of people just referred to me as Bunny. And so it's just, I don't know. I think maybe it's just the like nostalgia of that for me that I like hearing that. I mean, I don't know, that maybe that's weird, but it just makes me think of that. And anyways, I like the nostalgia that brought on for me. That's my AKA hurricane proof, all the views. Shit like a baby. Love. The fuzzy hat, which is what he has on in the album art. Ascot, love a good ascot. Passport got tattoos. Love that line. I will simply never get over and stop being upset at us not like of us phasing out the passport stamps. The passport stamps made me so happy. I think you can go to like a different area and like get one stamp. I don't know, but I don't know if everyone does that. It makes me sad nonetheless. Speaking of passports, I need to do my picture because I am eligible to do my renewal and I need to do that. Not important to the video, but important for me editing to remember to write that down. Call me Mr. Always on the same shit you've never seen. Yeah, really? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. In that mansion living single bitch, I'm Maxine. Call me if you get lost, bitch. Interesting. Look, try to take somebody's because I'm a bad person. I don't regret shit. In the end, she picked him. So we're starting to strip back. Maybe this persona is has that laid back confidence and is really leaning into that material side, that luxury side of like the fruits of our labor, because we're once again kind of in that cycle of having issues on like the personal aspect side of things, which, you know, we know that that's something that he does do. We saw that in Flower Boy, especially in Igor talking about, you know, buying things for this person that he was, you know, involved with and feeling like puppet strings are being pulled kind of thing. So we know that's something that he has a tendency to like do and default back to. Perhaps this persona is kind of covering up some of those vulnerabilities with some of this and being like, well, you know, at least I've got this, is kind of how I'm thinking maybe this could go. And that kind of continues, you know, because I'm that perfect. And it's like him knowing, like, I'm going to get this deep text when this verse surfaces. When this person hears what I'm saying, they're going to come crawling out of the woodwork kind of thing. I liked this. Better send it to my ego because that shit's hurting. Hope y'all shit working. I'm a psycho, huh? Don't give a fuck you left my heart twerking. Ooh. Moving, losing grip on my doings, eyes crying on the jet cruising, about to spend millions just to fill voids up. And then him saying, drama, I need you, can you turn the noise up? Okay, I'm liking this so far.
Nigga, my heart broken. Remember, I was rich, so I bought me some new emotions.
Ooh.
And a new boat, cause I'd rather cry in the ocean. It's tea, baby.
Dang. Remembered I was rich, so I bought me some new emotions on a new boat because I'd rather cry in the ocean. Oof. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not saying it can't, you know, it's probably too early to tell, but was a little worried going into this, if I'm being honest, just because, like I said, the designer luxury thing is just like not my strong suit. And again, that's not me trying to shade anybody. Like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. That's your money. You spend your money how you want to spend your money. But I was kind of worried going into this that maybe we were going to lose out on some of the layered depth maybe that we've got before these past 2 albums. Worried that I wasn't maybe going to pick up on a lot. Now, granted, we're on track 2. So, could still go that way. But this is making me feel a little bit better that I'm like, okay, I'm not totally like lost. I was a little worried, like, is this reaction gonna go well for me? Granted, let us not speak too soon, but I'm really liking it so far.
I don't even like using the word bitch. It just sounded cool.
Love that he said that. I mean, I don't know that that sounds cool, but I think for some people it would sound cool. You know what I mean? I like that he ended it with that kind of vulnerability though, because it's kind of showing like this is like almost like a protective layer. This Baudelaire ego is what it's feeling like.
Y'all niggas know what's up. You say pandemic.
Yo.
Oh, you wanna see a pandemic?
Funny how
Shit, remove us from the game. Things should really get crazy.
I don't lean, but my house do. Off the hill with the mean view. Nice house, if you look out, you can see some eagles and a few yachts. Got a roommate, he won't move out. If he won't smoke, he the cool out. And he drill shit, got the 2 out. It's the Wolf Gang, Brooklyn Zoo out. Nigga, Wu-Tang, you get chewed out. Then we woo out, this is flip mode. And they know you pussy like the douche out. Bitch, I'm cool, and his mouth wet, he approved now. Used to stage die, but they sue now. I was too hot. TLC waterfalls on my chest, help me cool out. Got too many calls, shoulda go call. They catching dust, won't even stall. Illo with lemon heads looking like ball. Keep your protect, I spent that on all. How much it cost? Shit, I don't know. But I know that stage $1 million to show. Stuck in my ways, they say how so. First nigga put a bike rack on the rolls.
Young turn nigga, I be fucking these souls. 20 appearance like.
I don't even think I said the track name. Lemonhead featuring 42 Doug. I almost said drug. Okay, sorry. I need to go back. I got so fixated on the way that sounded in the background that like, right? I did not do a good job of mimicking that. When do I ever though? Anyways, but I want to hear that again because I kind of like was focused so much on that. I wasn't really, sorry. I wasn't really listening fully. So let me go back a little bit. I loved the got too many go-karts. Got too many. Work with me, brain. Got too many cars. Shoulda go-kart is what I was trying to say.
They catching dust, won't even stall. Illo with lemon heads looking like ball. Keep your protect, I spent that on all. How much it cost? Shit, I don't know. But I know that stage $1 million to show. Stuck in my way.
Did I make that up or did I just not go back far enough? Hold on.
He approved now, used to stage die, but they sue now. I was too hot. TLC waterfalls on my chest, help me cool out. Got too many calls, shoulda go call. They catching dust, won't even stall. Illo with lemon heads looking like ball. Keep your protect, I spent that on all. How much it cost? Shit, I don't know. But I know that stage $1 million to show. Stuck in my
This is one of those moments where I would love to not say this out loud. I would love to just keep this as an inside thought, but I've said this before and I'll say it again. Sometimes you just gotta let people know the dumbass things that come out of your brain. Honestly, I'm questioning my intelligence lately. I feel as though my brain function is declining, and this is a prime example. What is it, you ask? It's the fact that I was in my head literally going, you know, there's a lot of phone sounds that's going to be relevant. What do you mean? Call me if you get call me if you get lost. Obviously. And like I knew that, but it just oh my gosh, why? I used to have a decent amount of intelligence. I'm losing it. Jesus, Salem, I forgot you were in here. Normally he sits over here and all of a sudden wasn't like directly in my line of sight, but it's a little bit off. And it was just this like black figure. And it was Salem getting up stretching. And for a sec, it took me a second to register that he was in here because in my head he was outside. That was like a whole lot for me to literally not say anything of importance. I'm sorry. Jesus. I love the you say pandemic 2021 and like still in, you know, peak COVID essentially. Well, shit, remove us from the game. Loved that. I love the Wolfgang Brooklyn Zoo out. Shootout. It's flip mode. I'm going to be honest. Some of the stuff I don't really get, but I get the concept. I loved the he's a pull not used to stage dive, but they sue now. Keep your protect. I spend that on art. Love that. How much that cost should I don't know, but I know that stage $1 million a show. True story. Love. Okay. I'm focused. I just had to share my brain, not like the calls and the phone.
Ways, they say how so. First nigga put a bike rack on the roads.
Young turn nigga, I be fucking these souls. 20 appearance, I get it, I go. Rich to the world, come see me, I low. I ain't rockin' with cuz, nigga, free my bros. Ain't got no safe, nigga, see me shining. Still focused, I'm grinding. 84 grand remand. 2-tone pack in this bitch, goddamn it. 10 bad hoes, nigga, look at that bitch. Still selling dope, I be cooking that shit.
I really like this guy's tone. I don't know. It almost sounds like a little, it's not muffled. It's just lower, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I really like it. I really like this beat, especially for me, as you guys know. The crazier and more loud or things like that it gets, the more and more chances I have with like, is there gonna be anything in here that messes with my like sensory stuff? But this is just so like, I don't know, but I'm obsessed with it.
You know, hoodie like 6 bands. Over 100. I'm from the bottom, bitch. We get money. Might tip a good hoe, but nigga, she get nothing. Car go skirt. Hold on. Nigga, you got lucky. All this paper, I can bet she fuck. I ain't doing no tucking. I ain't doing no saving. Took it for a lame, I get this bitch back. No, I ain't crazy. Nigga still so strapped. Like, get on, bitch. Just spit on shit, man. Oh my God. Remember, look? Yeah, he got dropped. I'm gone.
We gone.
My bro is running his finger around the Ai Weiwei, Ai Weiwei bowl. I got that shit sitting on my counter like a fruit bowl. That's like 100 racks. I like the color green in every shade. I like life. Mine, like my life. Don't fucking bite. Y'all niggas love to steal.
I'm sorry, I'm processing. I just didn't expect that ending. Of course I didn't expect that ending, but I also should expect that ending. And deep down, I do expect him to change things up. And yet I'm just always surprised. I love it. I need to go back. What do you mean? Call me on my, yeah, this just interesting. We're bringing up green again. If you get lost, I like the color green in every shade. It's interesting that we're bringing out the green thing again, though. But also, was there someone else? Okay, it only says featuring, but it says, okay, wait, I should have said it because I was thinking that's who it was. It says written by, and it's got Tyler Baudelaire instead of, okay, love that. But it has Frank Ocean. Is he the one who said the green line? Because I swear.
Racks. I like the color green.
Okay, I was like, I was like, I swear that sounded like Frank Ocean. He doesn't show up on Apple Music as he's on there as a feature. At least I'm pretty sure that's him. Now that I think about it, there was that green, the card was green in that other album art I saw. And we brought up the emerald thing. Interesting. I just really liked that. So intrigued by the last line though. I feel like he's talking to multiple people. I guess he could still be talking to the girl. I'm gonna put a pin in that. But if you get lost, don't fucking bite. Y'all love to steal. Why bite? The only thing I think of is bite the hand that feeds you. But what does biting have to do with stealing? Slang thing. God, I hate how old I feel on all of these. I'm like, why don't I know that? Okay, plagiarize or copy. It can also mean to cheat someone. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I was only thinking of it as like bite me, which that was like a key phrase of mine growing up. So I just bite me. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm really loving this sound though. Keep going. I just wanted to show me the title and it's not showing me the title. Lord help me. Seriously, show me the fucking fucking title. Young boy, never broke again, and Ty Dolla $ign. Thank you. Jeez. Is it What's Your Name, right?
Baby. Oh, no, we don't do backpacks.
It's my pickup line, this shit. I try to do it.
Call me when you get lost.
Oh, you look malnourished. Let's get some bread, fried an egg, yolk, and drown it in syrup. You pick a spot.
What is up with all of the food and like sweets?
I pick a tail number and we could be tourists. Let's go to Cannes and watch a couple indie movies that you never heard of. Listen to bands, groove when we dance, disco in France, smell some perfume, head in the wind. We can switch off, I can show you how you can really exfoliate skin. If you got a man, you should cut it off. Get your passport, cause we run it off. We can sit and talk, you can tell me everything that's on your chest, baby, get it off. You are my type, you a bright light, and I'm like a moth, this is not a game. But before we start, what's your name, girlfriend, what's your name?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. What? You don't know her name? What? You pick a spot? We could be you're taking to Canes, couple indie. Listen to bands, groove, we did disco in France. Get your passport because we're running off. But by the way, what's your name? Like, introduce yourself. What? Tyler, buddy, please. What do you mean? Stop trying to spend your money on people. You don't even know her name. I feel like we need to have a talk. I just want you to be mindful of people just not being there for you. I'm sorry, I'm getting all like, it's like, I was gonna say flower boy, but it was Igor too. I think this is just becoming a trend where I'm just like, we need to talk about this.
Name, girlfriend, what's your name? What's your name, girlfriend? What's your name? What's your name, girlfriend? What's your name?
Okay, but the sound?
Yeah,
What is your name? What do you bring?
yeah.
I think that I got what you need and I'm willing to do anything that you please. I'm trying to get down to the root of the apple, the deepest I could in them jeans. My clan like Sonic can't
Apple Music. So help me. I cannot read the lyrics. Go back.
I think that I got what you need and I'm willing to do anything that you please. I'm trying to get down to the root of the apple, the deepest I could in them jeans. My clan like Sonic can't speak, no. No, you can't hit my lean, no. Baby, tell me where the peace go, cause I'm lost. Your body competitive fashion, I hope you ain't got the shit that I bought. Cause money ain't don't mean a thing, I bet you the times that I take you out. 1 minute, it's a beautiful sin, it probably end when me being took out. Whoa, think so, cause I move fast.
What's your name, girlfriend?
Who was that? Who was it? That was so pretty. I wish the lyrics would show who sings what. It says all three of them on Genius, so I don't know who is who. Whoever it is, that's beautiful.
Beautiful sin, it probably end when me being took out. Whoa, think so, cause I move fast.
What's your name, girlfriend? What's your name? What's your name, girlfriend? What's your name? What's your name, girlfriend?
Okay, so I think that's Ty Dolla $ign because this chorus only has them two on it. I didn't realize that's what he sounded like. The sound of I'm sorry. Listen, even if I have these expectations, I'm not gonna hold it against something by any means. I try to come into things without letting it affect me. I mean, we're all gonna have biases. I was hoping that it would have a chill kind of sound like those other two tracks, but at the end of the day, those are other artists' tracks and he was a feature on them. I know he was a part of it on a lot of it, but the point is like, I just didn't know what to expect. And you just never know with Tyler. And because I was getting the indication that we were going to be talking about more luxury things and stuff like that, I think the correct terminology for that would be like more like braggadocious. Maybe this is just what I've heard throughout, my limited knowledge with hip hop and rap. But I feel like a lot of times with more braggadocious, that is typically when you get like the really kind of crazy beats. at least from what I've experienced. And so I was a little worried that it was going to be like a little overstimulating. So that's why I was kind of nervous between that and also just my limited knowledge when it comes to luxury designer things and just not having a deep knowledge about those types of things. And since so much of my looking at lyrics is kind of dependent on me finding, you know, a foothold, finding something and kind of building from there. Same thing with the clip stuff, right? There was, you know, me trying to figure out what is drug reference, you know, that whole thing. I just was a little worried going into this album that it was going to be, one, a little too overstimulating, two, that I just wasn't going to like pick up on much. And I'm not saying I'm picking up on a lot now by any means, but I guess what I'm getting at is it's better than I thought it was going to be for me. It has no reflection on him, but I was just worried about myself in it. But I'm loving the sound. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. It's Tyler. I know he's super talented. Again, it's not like I didn't think that he would have great music. It was just worrying about my own limits and my own issues with sensory stuff.
What's your name? What's your name, girlfriend? What's your name? Yeah.
It's one thing I feel like she found. Your name. I feel like it has your name.
Stop playing and let me pay your mama debt off.
Buddy, we've got to stop doing things like that. Let me pay your mama's. I mean, that's very nice. That is very kind. But also, everyone is in it for the right reasons, but like extremely generous nonetheless. Oh my gosh. Okay. Next up, I didn't even break that down. I don't know why we expect anything different at this point. It's just Tyler. I don't even know. Next up is Lumberjack.
Rolls Royce pull up, black boy hop out. Shout out to my mother and my father didn't.
Hold up.
Oh my God, I never seen nothing like this. That's what my mom was saying. She was crying and shit. She was just like, this shit is beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. You always keep the picnic blankets in the back because you never know. You never know where the fuck you're gonna end up at.
Okay. Now we ready.
Rolls Royce pull up, black boy hop out. Shout out to my mother and my father didn't pull out. MSG sell out, fuck these niggas yap bout. Whips on whips, my ancestors got their backs out. 2, 4, 500 stacks for the hood. Call me lumberjack, cause I wish a nigga would race. You wouldn't like this the wish a nigga could face. They ain't getting paper like they should wait. Niggas ain't really on the type of shit he on. I hit Drizzy and told him I had a milli for him. I own my company's full, told him to keep the loan. I took that gold bitch home, niggas was big mad. I put that bitch on the shelf to let it ventilate and bought another car, cause I ain't know how to celebrate. That big boy, that big bitch for all weather. It never rained in Cali, came with an umbrella. Rolls Royce pull up, black boy hop out. Shout out to my mother and my father didn't pull out. MSG sell out, fuck these.
I was a little worried there for a second. I was like, well, that's what I get for speaking too soon. But even though it is a little bit more, I don't know the best word other than like hard, it's still got this like, God, guys, I'm serious. I have got to find the time to expand. I need to spend time to educate and learn more and read more about the correct vernacular I should be using when it comes to music production. It's driving me insane when I cannot articulate exactly what I want to say. Add it to my list. I have so many things that I need to be doing. One of these days, guys, I'm gonna have better terminology here, okay? Mark my words, one day we will get there. But I appreciate you watching me struggle until then, okay? I truly do. I'm gonna try. It still has this laid back, you can tell it's like a little bit more, I wouldn't like to use the word aggressive. I don't think that's necessarily the correct word. It's just a little bit more direct, maybe a little less like light and airy and a little bit more punch to it, but it's still very balanced. It's not overwhelming. And I really appreciate that because for a second there, I was like, ooh. Again, that's never a reflection of him. It's just about me. But I really like it. I always love when he talks about his mom. Also, the wood thing, lumberjack, I love that. What does that remind me of? Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. You're my sons, go to your room. Why can't I think of it? I wish would. Doesn't the beat come back up in Paramedic too on the Black Panther album? But then the unreleased version of the one song I'm thinking of, that's Kendrick, Element, unreleased. Right? Hold on, I gotta look. God, I love that song. Okay, sorry. That's what it made me think of. And I'm remembering correctly, that's from something else, right? I don't know if it's that line or if it's the sound, but I feel like if I'm remembering correctly, you guys told me it was a call back to someone else's work, right? Or am I mixing that up? Y'all let me know. Anyways, that's all I could think about, and I'm sorry for making the comparison. I needed to get that out of my brain so I could focus. They ain't getting paper like they should. Wait, I own my own companies, told them to keep the loan. I took the gold bitch home, was big mad. Bitch on a shelf. Oh, so does he mean like an award? Does he mean the Grammy? I was wondering. I was like, what? Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, I was confused there, but now that I'm reading it, I'm like, obviously that was what he was talking about. Got it. Okay. I that makes it even, I put that bitch on itself to let it ventilate. Stop. That's funny. I bought another car because I don't know how to celebrate. I'm with you.
Good credit score, this card really can't max out. 2, 4, 500 stacks for the hood. Call me lumberjack, cause I wish a nigga would. Did it the face, man, I wish a nigga.
It's different. It's really different.
Hey yo, I might sled in Utah, LA's too warm. My nigga tall, look like a bitch, I call him Mulan. Salad colored emerald on finger, the size of croutons. Niggas cannot fuck with performance and magic new one. That's my nuance. Used to be the widow, used to laugh at me, listen to me with their ears closed. Treat me like that boy Malcolm in the middle. Now I'm 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Rolls Royce pull up, 0. Black boy hop out.
I can't take this shit no more. I quit. That's it. Quit. I swear to God. Nigga.
Talking to me about
Quality Wednesday music. Winston nigga come, babe. Oh yeah.
It's cloudy, nigga.
You asked for it.
Fucking crumbs.
Winston.
Okay, what did he, so he said the stones is cloudy. Does he mean that as like the gems are cloudy so they're not good clarity? Or does that mean something else? And then he said crumbs. Now that I think about it, the whole crumbs thing is bums. What was that from? I'm a flower boy. What song is that? I'm sorry, I'm really hung up on songs today, clearly. I need to just focus and move on. Also, the emerald thing being brought up again. Interesting. There was one other thing that I was thinking about that I can't remember. Oh, I do like the cannot fuck with performance of New Magic Wand, or Magic New Wand. Magic New Wand? I thought it was New Magic Wand. Am I wrong? It is New Magic Wand. I wonder why it switched there. So does he mean it more like the performance of like the magic of that? Is that why he switched it around? Y'all let me know. That's my nuance. Used to be the weirdo. Used to laugh at me. Listened with their ears closed. Love that. I think you would normally think I wouldn't love the like kind of like the yelling DJ thing, but I think it really adds to it. I don't know. There's some nostalgia to that for me. Interesting. I liked that. Surprisingly, I really liked that.
Fuck you mean, nigga?
Okay, so next up we have Hot Wind Blows. Oh, featuring Lil Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just landed in Geneva. Yeah, that's in Switzerland.
Obviously.
We're on the yacht. A young lady just fed me French vanilla ice cream. We all got our toes out too. Call me when you get lost.
I'ma travel the globe, you keep the block hot driver. Open the door for me, my hand hurt, find us. We playing hide and seek with the passports. Where the fuck we at? Oh, the pilot gotta remind us, yeah. The luggage is piling, I need a clothes to wear. So many stinkies sit in my wallet, look like a folding chair. The Cartier so light on my body, thought I floated here. We boated here, it's Tunchi and Tyler, but call me Baudelaire, yeah. Out in Switzerland, travel with my bitch, she gave me kissing, dog. I love when she let me rub her like Michelin. 100 grand to sleep on the bird, the wings are whistling like... Man, they ain't listening. Cross the line like immigrants and benefit from it. Keep on stunting on these niggas, make them sick to their stomach, man. Y'all don't understand. Fish so fresh that you could taste the same. Yeah, we getting lost, but we know who we aim. Bada, son. Treat that last part like you niggas ain't saying nothing. Yeah.
You see these excursions right here? Just to
Is that sample? It's gotta be. I feel like that's sampled from something. That's beautiful. Okay.
lavish to post on the gram. Gangsta greasy.
Excuse me, pardon me. The wind it blows so hard at me, like Mother Nature arguing about some baby father beeping. I'm stuck in the middle of the sandwich like slaughter meat. Got my middle fingers to the cameras that's recording me from y'all to me. Brrr. Stop calling me unless you're ordering. I'm on the beach, I got my feet out, and I stay on my feet. The corner beat, I'm on a deep route. Just throw the ball at me. Thought all this lean would have me see now. I guess they see now. That's touchdown. Catch a beat down like I catch touchdowns. I fuck around and slow the beat down and take the drums out. The speed of my blunts so greed, I'ma eat my own flow. And I'm in need of a floor, I'ma eat me a rap, but I might as well eat me a hoe. I'm hot as hell when the weather is freezing and cold. As a devil, a demon, and ghost. I'ma get even and even get even some more. It's too late to even get low. Bow, wolf gang, that's what I need you to know. Moonlight, Weezy the goat. The wind beneath my wings, desert eagle underneath my coat. Yeah.
The nostalgia that just brought me of Lil Wayne. Okay. I need to go back though. I got too caught up. What was our Tunchi? Like Mother Nature arguing about some baby father beefing. I'm stuck in the middle of a sandwich like a slaughter meat. I love it. Got my middle fingers to the camera that's recording me from y'all to me. Brr. Stop calling unless you're ordering. The corner beat and like the corner, right? Like the position of a corner. I know that, but I don't, right? That's what it means both, right? Maybe. I'm on a deep route, just throw the ball to me. Yeah. Okay. Really questioning myself there, but yes. Okay. Thought all this lean would have me senile. I guess they see now. Love. Oh, let's touch down, catch a beat, traveling, touching down, but then also like touchdown. That's a field goal. Okay. Anyways, it should have been all the way up extended, not just ignore me. Point is, touchdown like the plane, for the travel, that whole net, but then also the football references. I love that. And then I fuck around and slow the beat down and take the drums out. And I love that it did that in the production. And then when he started going, that was just so nostalgic and I want to hear it again.
The speed of my blunts so greed, I'ma eat my own flow. And I'm in need of a floor, I'ma eat me a rap, but I might as well eat me a hoe. I'm hot as hell when
And that, obsessed. I'm hot as hell when the weather is freezing the cold. He's brought it throughout this album, the weather, the umbrellas, all of that. Interesting. Cold as the devil and demon and ghost. Interesting.
and I'm in need of a floor, I'ma eat me a rap, but I might as well eat me a hoe. I'm hot as hell when the weather is freezing and cold. As a devil, a demon, and ghost. I'ma get even and even get even some more. It's too late to even get low. Bow, wolf gang, that's what I need you to know. Moonlight, Weezy the goat. The wind beneath my wings, desert eagle underneath my coat. Yeah, moolah. Bitch. Hard
So there's the train reference like we had in the brown sugar salmon. Love it.
You see, we just over here admiring the view of the mountains from the lake.
That also does make sense with all of the lake references that we've had and like the buying the boat and all of that. Yeah. I mean, I know it talked about French Jill earlier, but then obviously with like the whole Geneva thing too. Okay. I love it.
Of course. Y'all know it's Wolf Haley, man. Stop fucking playing.
I'm really liking this. Okay. The next up is it Mesa? It went away. Sorry, I had to take a pause break because Dobby still had not come back after I hollered for him for a while, so he had been wandering to places he shouldn't. Okay, next track. I don't even know what track we're on.
Whatever your shit is, man, do it. Whatever bring you that immense joy, do that. That's your luxury. The greatest thing that ever happened to me was being damn near 20 and leaving Los Angeles for the first time. I got out my bubble, my
Oh, yes, I got out of my bubble. It's so important for anybody like who can do it. Oh, please do it. Please do it. It's so needed.
I got out my bubble, my eyes just wide. My passport is the most valuable. Massa couldn't catch me, my legs long than a bitch. Got too much self-respect, I wash my hands before I piss. They try to talk me, I'ma just go. Yeah, when I turned 23, that's when puberty finally hit me. My facial hair started growing, my clothes and ain't really fit me. That caterpillar went to cocoon. Do you get me? See, I was shifting. That's really why Cherry Bomb sounded so shifty. My taste started changing from what it was when they met me. But first impression is everything. Ain't wanna let me go. Always curious as a child and asking questions. So I ain't getting no fucks, if and buts if they accept me. Yo, my boy Skateboard P gave me that speech in Italy session. Thankfully by hour 3 it detour perspective. Thoughts change so rapid. Turn a butterfly, fly boy happen. All the bees buzz me, they buzz scream, they love me. First time I private.
I'm sorry, I'm stopping in the middle of this. Oh my gosh, wait. The caterpillar went to the cocoon. Do you get me? And then the butterfly. I love that metaphor. See, I was shifting, like I was changing, I was evolving. That's why Cherry Bomb sounded so shifty. That was his like more experimental. He was trying to figure it out. My taste started changing from what it was when they met me. But first impression is everything. Ain't want to let me go. So it's like, it goes back to that. You want this old me, you want this different version of me, but like I'm not that person anymore. But also you're holding me and not letting me grow and evolve from what I did when I was young. My thoughts changed. Yeah, I was like a curious child and that I didn't give any fucks. I needed to do my own thing. Thankfully, by hour 3, a detour perspective. Skateboard P is P. Anytime I see P, I'm gonna think Pharrell. Maybe. I don't know. Thoughts changed so rapidly. I love the turned to a butterfly. Flower boy happened. All the bees buzzed. The bugs screamed they love me. Oh, I love this reflectiveness.
Airline, accolade song, got airtime. Go into my style, body, and feelings and fix my hairline. Calm down in front of camera, I've been this at tens of millions. I'm not that little boy I was introduced to at 1-9.
Ooh.
Mom was in the shelter when Yonkers dropped, I don't say it. When I got her out, that's the moment I knew I made it. I don't come for money, they deny it. Since I don't mirror the stereotypical products of my environment. 8 figures in taxes taking, that shit is stupid. Flower gets its petal, they pluck it but never use it. It's still potholes in the schools, where does it go? It's still loopholes that I use, nobody knows. Massa couldn't catch me, my legs long in a...
Oh my gosh, that part though. That nobody knows.
It's still
It's still potholes in the schools. Where does it go? And then the potholes, flower. Oh my gosh, the flower gets its petal. They pluck it but never use it.
Holes in the schools, where does it go? It's still loopholes that I use, nobody knows. Massa couldn't catch me, my legs long than a bitch. Got too much self-respect, I wash my hands before I piss. They try to talk me up, but I keep short like Caesar. Eyes open if I pray, cause I can't trust God either. Purchase more wheels when I feel like I'm third wheeling. My favorite part of the double R's, the bird ceiling, the panoramic view of the sky and the sun beaming. That ray of light show that nobody is front seating. I'm on the hunt for perfect, but decent is what I've been on. I know she fell in love, but commitment is not my end goal. And all my friends that did got too comfort, a little chubby, and that drive to make that money dried up when that nose was running. We ain't gotta pay attention to the stuff that he battles. Everyone I ever loved had to be loved in the shadows. Tug of war with X and Y felt like a custody battle. Felt like the boat going down. It felt.
Oh, tug of war with X and Y felt like a custody battle. Oh, I love that. Also, his mom, I didn't even comment on that one. My mom was in the shelter when Yonkers dropped I Don't Say It. When I got her out, that was the moment I knew I made it. I don't come from money, they deny it since I don't mirror the stereotypical products of my environment. Ooh, I love that. Wow. Yeah, it's like the perception of him is one thing, even though Oh, wow. And I love that it's still potholes in the school. So where does it go? Where does the taxes go? I've talked about this before, but you know, one thing that isn't always understood is that like 2025's tax brackets, first 11,925, I think, for like a single person is taxed at 10%. That's for everyone. The next 11,925 to 48,475 or 50, something like that, is at 12%. It doesn't matter if you make $55,000 a year, $300,000 a year. That first 11,925 is taxed at 10%. A lot of people think that if you fall within that range, all of your money is taxed, and that's not it. That portion is taxed at that rate, at 10%, and then 12%, and then 22%. Hey, why are you trying to climb the literal bookshelves? Let's say someone only makes like $35,000 a year. That 10% of that first part and the 12% of up to that 35, that's a big chunk of their income. And when they're already paid so little, that's a huge hit. So it's like a lot of times what people will propose is let's lower it for that low and let's up it a little bit or add an additional bracket, you know, or things like that. I mean, there's infinite ways to do it, but that's one thing. It's not just on the whole issue with like your income tax. It's bigger than that. There are so many things that you can get away with how you move your money. Generational wealth is built because of how you evade taxes in certain... Hello, Dobby. Hello, little menace, little tiny terror. Do you need something? Baby, I don't think you need to go out just yet. I think you need to take a break, considering I don't know where you came from, but it took you a long way to get home. Sir, why don't you just lay down? Take a little snooze. The way I interpret it, when we say like tax the wealthy, tax the rich, you know, that sort of thing, that's a very broad statement for what encompasses a lot of things. We don't have the time for that. And quite frankly, I'm probably not the best person to describe it. People who have this background that can explain it better than I do, but there's a whole host of issues. It's not just about the tax brackets themselves. It's about closing loopholes. It's about finding different alternatives, because when you do start generating quite a bit of wealth, you start learning about all of these ways, these loopholes and things like that to build it. This cat wants out, so he's currently trying to climb the bookshelves because he's mad, and he's just meowing at me while he does it. Meow, meow, meow. I'll let you out in a second. There's these ways of like evading certain things and putting your money in certain places. And it is very complex. A lot of people will try to convince you that everything would fall apart if you got rid of those things. Once you start learning about it and once you start finding people who are super educated on it, like that argument does fall apart. There are ways to make this work that would be better distributed and more fair across the board. And it goes beyond just that. When you go and look at how much is going to certain things, I understand that there is geopolitics. I understand that there is a level of protection is needed. And when I say like military stuff, I'm not talking about supporting people who've risked their lives, veterans who are struggling. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, for example, the fact that the Pentagon has not met an audit in years and years and years and years. That is a problem. If you cannot be properly audited to ensure that things are not like, I'm not worried. Let those few dollars go and support children who are hungry. That to me is not where we're having issues with abusing the system. It is with things like the Pentagon not being able to meet an audit, getting ourselves into things that are not our place to be getting into, when in reality, it's not actually most of the time about actual safety. It's about resources. It's about oil. There's so many levels to it. It's not just about, hey, you need to pay more income tax. It's so much bigger than that. That is only one little facet of it. And while it is an important facet, it is only one facet. But it is a great point, because it's like, why is this money not going to supporting the actual education? At the end of the day, again, I understand protecting our country, but we rely on that too much as an explanation. It's baffling to me that there are so many people that think it is a problem that our tax dollars go to things that benefit everyone, like universal health care. When you really start looking into the research, all of the arguments fall apart. we'll lose all of our doctors because they won't get paid. Go look at other countries. If doctors and other medical staff are not having to call up insurance companies to try to justify every single thing, trying to justify to people who do not have medical backgrounds to get authorizations, to negotiate, the time that's spent on that, the back and forth documenting where insurance companies will say, well, you need to put this over here. I mean, just trivial stuff, extended wait times. And if you have an emergency, you're still going to get to go to the emergency room. When you have universal health care, it does not benefit you to have your people sick. When you have a for-profit system where there's very little governance on it, and these insurance companies are able to play with people's lives to authorize something, to not authorize, to take authorization away. When you have patients who are literally in pre-op about to go into surgery, and then their doctors are getting a call saying that the authorization has been pulled, that's insane. When you can gamble with people's lives for that, ultimately benefits you for people being sick because of how your system is set up. There is not, the drive for preventative care is not there. The spending time with patients and understanding things early on, the early detections, all of these things go into why universal healthcare does make sense and why it is successful. And I do think there's a place for medication, prescriptions, and things like that. But when you spend as much as we do, and yet we are still as sick and we have the mortality rates that we do, there is something wrong. Also, we don't take into consideration the fact that, like, how much our employers are spending and how much we have to spend on those monthly premiums. I mean, like, the list goes on. To get universal health care would not just be about taxes. Other things that we are currently paying for, that money is rerouted. We're not paying it in that way. It's a whole ordeal. But my point is that I think the bare minimum, if we are paying taxes, those taxes should be benefiting us. And there's studies that help prove that. I think a lot of times when people think about those scenarios, they're thinking about the current system just shifting a bit instead of looking at it as a complete overhaul and dismantling of the current system. It would not have those same ramifications that people think they would. So I appreciate, him talking about, like, it's not just, oh, I don't want to pay these taxes. It's, why am I paying all these taxes and yet this money isn't going there? But then you have people who are way more wealthy than him, and he already is extremely wealthy. He has money that most of us will never get to experience, right? And even then, he doesn't even touch some of these, like, billionaire times 50. We're talking about an obscene amount of money, and we're talking about people who also use that money to purchase things within our government. The system is set up to convince people that your fellow person is the issue, convincing you that immigrants are the people who are taking everything. And it's like, they don't even have access to those things. Federally funded Medicaid does not apply to people who are not citizens. Now, there are emergency funds, but those are typically state funded. But it's set up to, convince you that people who don't even have access to those things are the ones who are the issue, that your fellow person down the street is the problem. You have so much more in common with them than the people who are actually the problem, and the people who are behind the corporations that are actually the problem. What is actually a problem is that there can be people who have more wealth than most of us will ever see in our lifetimes, who pay the same amount of taxes as, like, a teacher. That is a problem. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. I'm sorry. I purchase more wheels when I feel like I'm third wheeling. Interesting. Bringing in that love triangle again. My favorite part of the double R is the bird ceiling. Rolls Royce RR, I'm assuming. Oh, and then, because that's like the star. Okay, stars, sky. Okay, I'm with you. The panoramic view of the sky and the sunbeam. Okay, I'm with you. The ray of light shone that nobody in the front seat. Ooh, yeah. I'm on the hunt for perfect, but decent is what I've been on. I know she fell in love, but commitment is not my end goal. I guess he's saying she fell in love with the other person in the scenario, but he's not looking for Oh, buddy. Friends get too comfy, that drive, and that drive to make money dried up, with the nose was runny, getting into the drugs thing. Okay. But then this, we ain't gotta pay attention to the stuff that he battles. Everyone I ever loved had to be loved in the shadows. It's not only the fact that he is famous, which adds a layer of complexity, being in the public eye and the scrutiny that people are going to have being involved to someone who's a public figure, PR dynamics when you are both in the industry in some capacity or some kind of public figure. And then adding on top of that the sexuality, and then also him being a Black man in the rap industry. I mean, there's just layers to that. And that's why, like, I love the tug of war with X and Y, like a custody battle, which I feel like is, you take two ways. It's like the X and Y, like the bisexuality, but also the love triangle that he's basically in.
By that crib in Seattle, covered in grass like in gravel. They come with 2 boats and cattle. I'm living sweet, ain't you heard? This perspective from the beak of a bird. You hope I peek, you take my piece. You gon' see me and run like thieves in the night. I'm paranoid, I sleep with a gun. They heat on my kangaroos because they beefing for fun. I'm vegan for now. I'm conscious, know my hands meet when I bow. I'm grateful. You niggas hateful. You eat at me, you gotta play for. You can't relate to these things I say to. These instrumentals. Whether it's wealth talk or shit that's painful, I'm painful.
I need you to know, because we've been talking so much about travel, for a second, I thought this was like a plane sound in the music, and then I was like, it's really overtaking the song. No, it's just once again, my videos being bombarded by the loudest planes and aircrafts. Oh my gosh. For a second, I was like, yeah, okay, kind of random to have it right there about the instrumentals. I mean, yeah, I guess it's a part of a production, but it's not really like instrument. But this whole thing about him, beef things, but I'm a vegan for now. I'm conscious. My hands, no, my hands meet when I bow. I'm grateful. You're hateful. Like, you've got these beefs with me, but like, I'm just out here trying to live my life and do what I love. But you can't relate to these things that I say to these instrumentals.
You can't relate to these things I say to these instrumentals. Whether it's wealth talk or shit that's painful, I paint for pictures of my perspective on these drum breaks. Just for you to tell me it's not good from your lunch break.
Holiday season. A vision you have to understand from perspective. Check your resources, nigga.
Ooh, that was really good. Wow. Dang. I really want to listen to that again because I just feel like there was a lot in there that I didn't even cover. But for the sake of time, because I've already been filming for so long, we're going to move on. I don't even know what track we're on, what's the title, because my Apple Music is being Apple Music. Oh, we definitely need to move on. We are only on track 8. Okay. Track 8 is Run It Up featuring Tizo Touchdown. Okay.
What's the niggas talking to me about? See, as a kid, I felt alienated by the niggas who look just like me. Niggas treat my nuance like it was a nuisance. So I was like, fuck them. I did my own shit, and now I'm up, and now all that paid off. And all them niggas, they peaked at high school. I always had confidence. I ain't never been nervous. I ain't never had anxiety. I ain't never second guessed myself. If I want it, I go get it. I'm always on go mode. I just go. I don't know what fear is. When they talk about that nigga, I'm him. I'm that nigga.
It's funny, right? For some reason, y'all didn't really think we was gonna be here. See, for y'all, the sky's the limit. For us, the sky's just what we stand on.
Ooh.
To reach the beyond. High above the clouds as you see us. Catch up, niggas.
Bitch, I'm running out the chair like I got rice on. And I'm running out of shit cause I got rice on me. Bitch, I'm running. Bitch, I'm running.
We gon' run it up.
Bitch, I'm running.
We gon' run it up. We gon' run it up. We gon' run it up. We gon' run it up.
I just might spend it all.
We gon' all. Here today, but gone tomorrow. I just might spend it all. I just might spend it all. I might just spend it all. Here today, but gone tomorrow. I just might spend it all. I just might spend it all. I might just spend it all. Here today, but gone tomorrow. I just might spend it all. He off the dope. We off it, we off the boat. True story. Crosshairs to he off, we tee off like G off, we see off the scope. So I grin, bunny hop, been zoomed in. Ever since I hit 210, other faces with the blue skin, with the green background. Don't know how to act now, but I need a nuggy on my blue fin. Fiends moonwalk when I come, deaf hoes speak when I'm here. The dead hit sprints when I hum. Why you acting so dumb, but you know I got the fuzz. I'm live from the 310, Green Goblin, it been tires. No lots, they send photos, I send wires. Gumballs cool me down, I'm on fire. Can't fuck with them. Rap music. Help us see clear when the lighting was dim.
Okay, hold on. The Green Goblin, it been tires. I love the beginning of the. See, as a kid, I felt alienated by people who looked just like me, treated my nuance like it was a nuisance. So I was like, fuck them. Like, I'm gonna do my own stuff. And now I'm up, and now it all paid off. I just kept being myself, kept doing what I wanted to do, and eventually it proved people wrong because I stayed true to what I did. I always had the confidence. I've never been nervous. I never second-guessed myself. He was like, I knew what I wanted, even if people don't understand it, but it's still frustrating. You can still have that confidence and desire to be yourself. I've said this before. I feel like I'm a decently confident person. It's not that I think I'm the best. It's not that I think I'm, the smartest or the most attractive. Like, it's nothing like that. It's not that I don't have insecurities. It's just that things that I want to change, I'll work on. But if it's not something I can change in the moment, why fixate on it? Do I think I'm perfect? Do I think that I don't have anything to work on? Absolutely not. I have plenty of that. But ultimately, hating myself is not going to get me further. I have to just love who I am and also love that I want to become a better version of myself. I'm not saying I've never done something to fit in. Of course I have. It's not like I'm this perfectly authentic person. But for the most part, I know I'm happiest when I'm being myself. And I would rather be myself and be more alienated than fake it. It's exhausting to fake it. Overall, have tried to just be like, listen, like, I'm a little weird, and like, that's okay. And I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. But I'm much happier when I'm around a smaller group of people who truly know me than I am putting on the facade and then being the most popular person in the room. That's exhausting to me. I just feel like ultimately your life is better when you are more yourself and being yourself. And when you are more in alignment, things will work out for you better than they will if you're ignoring parts of yourself, if you're shoving down parts of yourself. I don't know if I should take this as, I just might spend it all, because I know there's always more coming. I believe in my work. I believe in my everything. I don't know. I feel like there's multiple ways you could take it, and maybe we'll learn more as the song goes on, or maybe he meant it to be interpreted multiple ways. Here today, but gone tomorrow. I just might spend it all. I did like that we tee off, like golf tee. Love that. Ever since I hit 2 10s, 20, okay. Of the faces with the blue skin with the green background, don't know how to act now. First I was thinking that one goblin, or is it not goblin? Is it a bat? There's that one alternate cover. But I think, does he just mean money? I think that would make more sense. No lots, they send photos, I send wires. Lots makes me think of like an auction. Well, he did talk about art in another track. I buy art, which I feel like would make sense. Maybe? Gumballs cool me down, I'm on fire. What does that mean?
Help us see clear when the lighting was dim. We ain't nothing to you, but we something to them. When you're in your room and you're staring at the ceiling, dreaming, I want you to know it's no ceilings. I want you to notice that feeling. I want you to leap and go forward. I want you to reach with no fearing. Throw clearance, scream it, let them hear it. Run that shit up, baby.
Oh, I love that. Rap helped us see clear when the lighting was dim. When things were dark, like, it helped me see light. We ain't nothing to you, but we something to them. Like any critics, haters, or whatever, people who just like don't understand it or whatever. I love that. And then like when you're in your room and you're staring at your ceiling, dreaming, I want you to know it's no ceilings. I want you to notice that feeling. I want you to leap and go for it. Don't be scared to go for it. Like, chase after the things that make you happy, your dreams. Go after those. Oh, I love that.
Let's go, baby.
I might just spend it all.
That like almost like keys sounding. Oh, I liked that. That was good. I loved the chasing after your dreams and like going for it, proving people wrong, even if people didn't get you. And I think I was saying that earlier, and I either lost the train of thought or it was when I got interrupted. I don't remember, but you can still be authentic. I didn't finish the thought. Basically, what I was talking about earlier is like, I feel like I'm a decently confident person, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, even knowing that and even being that person, it still sucks to not be understood. You can still be a confident person and not let that crush you, but it's still not fun. No one likes to be like, oh, no one understands me. No one gets me. Or people won't even try to understand me because I'm not what fits your mold, you know? Just finding the people who get you and take the time to understand you. And even if you don't understand it, but you just create space for it, you know? It's like, yes, to be understood is to be loved to a certain extent, but even if you're like, I don't really understand this, but like, I love it for you and I support you 100%, there's just different ways to go about it. But the point is that it's acceptance in some form. And that's so important. As always, let me know, what did I get right? What did I get wrong? What did I miss? And I will see you in the next one.